Hello, true believers. We are here with. Oh wait, this thing is shot on our iPhone 13. Dun, 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 dun. So this is his weekly training. He does a private training and a group training. So he does this twice a week, but because of the quarantine lockdown, it was for I think like almost 3 months. There was no training. So finally it started up this week, and he enjoys these very much. He enjoys the training. He enjoys anything about football. The down part is these private trainings it's expensive. It's like about $35, but the group training is cheap because it's with a group, so they spread out the cost. So that's only $10. And let's get Hero a drink. Okay, after Hero finished his water break, it's back to dribbling. So working on his agility, change of direction. So like I was saying, these individual trainings are $35 and the group training is $10. So Hero likes these a lot because he enjoys the extra training. He enjoys the personalized training. So when it comes to the group training, a lot of it is similar, that he's already had that he's been doing it already. So what he's doing right here, there's times where he's gonna do it with the group also. So he's very warmed up and familiar when it comes to the training, because he already did it for an hour and a half. And that's probably my only complaint about the training, is it's kind of short. Yes, it's an hour and a half for this and an hour and a half for the group, and it's like 3 hours, but I wish it was 4 hours. And he's at that age where he can, and that's what most football players train. They train 4 hours or more. So he's at that age where he can handle it. He's not like like the little guys where they can only handle so much. He can handle more than 3 hours. So, and he enjoys the extra training. But as you can see, $35 for this plus $10 for the group training afterwards. You're talking about $45, almost $50 a day, and he does this during the week, twice during the week. You're talking about $100 a week. $100 a week over a month, you're talking about $400 a month. That's like more than what he pays in 1 week of football training, extra football training. He that's what most people pay in rent per month. So what we're gonna have to do is probably pare down, and he'll still continue the group training, but the individual training I don't think he'll be doing anymore, because it's just a cost. It's just a cost versus benefit. Yes, we understand that the extra training is very beneficial, especially at this age, but it's just the cost. I cannot carry the burden anymore after we've been doing it for almost a year now. I can't continue it. So as much as he'd like, but if there's anybody watching this video and would like to sponsor these trainings, then of course I would like to continue it. But if not, then we're gonna have to scale down and cut down our costs. I mean, like I said, he'll continue still, and he enjoyed the individual training, but we have to be practical also. So in the meantime, he still has 3 more sessions after this, and then we have the group training, and we're just gonna incorporate more of our own training and the informal scrimmage games with the kids. So those are gonna help him a lot to make up for this. The only problem is there's gonna be some schedule conflicts that we have to make arrangements. So right now, as you can see, Hero is practicing his turning and double step over, and this is it. This is the most I can zoom in with the iPhone, but I just gave a hero a haircut yesterday. With these kind of haircuts, you have to keep it clean, and the frequency is just, you got to do it every 2 weeks versus some haircuts you're gonna let them grow long. But this one, he gets kind of scruffy looking after 2 weeks, so he likes it nice and close, so it doesn't look terrible. So he's got a new fresh haircut and he's enjoying his Pumas. These are his, for now, these are his favorite. Sorry, there's like a mosquito. So for now, these are his favorites. Okay, time for another water break. Like I was saying, so far right now, these are Hero's favorite shoes, favorite football boots. At first, he was having trouble with them because they're a half size too long. He got them at 11 and a half, but everybody was saying that they tend to run long, and they do. So they're kind of maybe a half a size longer on his toes. So it took him a while to adjust to it. So after he adjusted to it, so these are his favorite. One of the reasons why these are his favorite right now is because they're SG. They actually have longer metal spikes, and because of it's rainy season now. Look at the sun. The ground is soft. It's quite not completely muddy, but the ground does give when you step on it. So under those conditions, his regular shoes that are firm ground slide on this thing, especially with a lot of acceleration and deceleration and change of direction. He slides on those shoes because the ground gives and there's not enough traction. So right now, these are the shoes that he loves to wear because he doesn't slide or slip like he does with his regular FGs. The FGs will be good once it's not rainy season anymore, but since it's still at the end of rainy season over here, the ground is wet and soft, and he loves wearing these soft ground. And also, he likes the way they look. You can tell. Look at him. Look at, even here from a distance, you can tell that bright neon volt yellow green color is noticeable, and you can tell right away that it's different. It's a different shoe compared to the other ones. Does he prefer? So these are synthetic shoes. Does he prefer leather? Yeah, he likes them all actually, but he likes the material on this one. It gives him enough grip on the ball, not like too much grip like his demon skin, to give him so he could easily dribble with the ball with this one. So he likes how he dribbles. Could he wish that it was like a half a size shorter so his toes don't drag? Yeah, but this is his first Puma shoes, so he usually wears 12 in Nike and then 11 and a half in Adidas. So we picked the 11 and a half only to notice that he needed to go another half size. But as you can see, he's still moving well with them. So the important thing is they look good, the traction is excellent, and the fit is good, especially for his wide feet. And they're different. Nobody wears Pumas here in the Philippines except him, so we had to get these imported from Denmark. It took like over a month, but it's worth the wait. So, and these are already discontinued. So this is like the model from last year. This is like last year's model. So you're not gonna see any more of these. You can find them probably on sale, but once they're on sale, the sizes are limited. So his size at 11 and a half, 11 are very popular. So those are usually the first ones gone. But we were lucky that these were available, and he enjoys them. He enjoys the look, he enjoys the feel, he enjoys the traction, and he doesn't have to worry about anybody else wearing it. When it comes to shoes, if they see somebody wearing the same shoes, of course they're gonna feel less special. But he's definitely not gonna like it after if the shoe that person's wearing is something he doesn't like or nobody likes. So so this way he doesn't have that problem. It's people are gonna be, he wants to be the first one to wear these shoes, and if anybody else gets them, then what they're doing is they're basically imitating him then, if that's the case. So here we go, we're gonna practice on shooting. So the update on his ankle, it's gotten better. He's worked on his technique. That he just needs to give it extra lock when he shoots. Because if he doesn't lock it down, because if he's like hesitating that there's going to be in pain, he kind of relaxes his foot. But if he gets it locked down tight, he says there's no pain. There's no pain associated with shooting now. So we were actually working on that yesterday. So he worked on his dribbling, and now he's going to be working on his shooting. So this is where he gets the advantage with the extra training. We need to. I wish we can get to a point where he can develop like more power with his shooting. So we've been working on it for a while, but then it was kind of derailed when he had his ankle injury, when he twisted and he inverted his shooting foot. So slowly, so that's why I wanted him to do extra training. So he's healed, but road to recovery is still ongoing. Nope, didn't get it. So, but he's training, he's practicing, so that's how you get good in sports. He wants to continue. His plan is he wants to continue this throughout high school and college and beyond that. So if he can get to college football, then that'd be great. If he can continue doing it after college, he'd be very happy also. But we're just happy with that he made the transition from elementary school football to high school football, and he competes with the college also when he was training in high school. So as long as he keeps working hard, he should be able to make the transition. Oh, he got it. He went through. So good shot. Water break. So yeah, if anybody would like to sponsor these trainings, each one of these private trainings is $35. We'd be forever grateful and appreciative. And it's don't anybody all come at once. There's plenty of sponsoring because he does these twice a week. So if you do the math, you're talking about $70-$80 per week for private training. And also, not only is this helping Hero a lot with his football career, with his football passion, with his football endeavor, it also helps out the coaches also, because especially in this time of pandemic, we all could use a little extra work. I mean, this is not charity. These coaches put in a lot of work and effort towards their training. So you would be helping in the work that it's worth it if you've got the money. Then I would like to continue giving them the work. This is not charity, this is work. So this is a big help for the coaches. It's can't think about it as like, oh, okay, what is it? How is that $35 for like an hour and a half? You gotta think about it's also their experience and their expertise and their guidance is what you're paying for. If you think about that, then it's a pretty good deal if you have the money. But as you can see, I've been unemployed and broke because of my circumstances. That's why I have to do this e-begging. So if anybody would like to make contributions to his private football training, then please contact me. And as you can see, it's all going towards a good cause. Hero has been passionate about football ever since he was little, ever since he started it in second grade, which we didn't take seriously until his fourth and fifth and sixth grade, when he stopped playing basketball. We stopped and we poured all our resources and time and training into his football, and he's enjoyed it ever since. He's become the striker. He's held on to his starting position and his striker position, and all because of this hard work. He's willing to put in the extra work. He's willing. There's no other kids. I mean, as you can see, the other kids, they could definitely afford to do private training, but more than me. But he's the only one out here doing their own private training. So it's all about priorities. They have parents that are probably making way more money than me, but it's all about priorities, and for us, Hero is our number one priority. I'm willing to forsake and sacrifice a lot of things so Hero can have this extra training and this advantage and this edge when it comes to his football. And he enjoys it a lot. Loves playing, loves scoring. He says this is the greatest feeling. And when he's on the school team, playing for the school, playing organized sports. Now, part of me is that's something that I've always wanted to do when I was in America, but I couldn't because I didn't have the support of parents. And then you could probably say, oh, what about LeBron James? He didn't have a dad and he became an NBA player. Well, I'm not as gifted as LeBron James, so I wish I was. And same thing with the Hero. He's not as gifted also, but what he lacks in talent, he makes up for in hard work. Water break. So, I think in about 15 more minutes, his private training, his one-on-one training is going to be almost finished. So, for those who want to be generous and contribute, we accept Gcash, we accept PayPal, we accept cryptocurrencies, we accept all kinds of financial support. So if you'd like to help out Hero and you'd like to help out the coaches and you want it to go towards a good cause, then by all means please contribute. And also, he needs to exercise. Hero loves to eat a lot, especially burgers. He loves his burgers and French fries. So he needs the exercise, because if I don't, he'll end up back up to 180 pounds when I first got out of prison, when I was during the pandemic. So after that, we worked really hard for him to shed those 20 pounds. And he's back to his 160. I'm trying to get it back to get him down to like 155, 150 to get him very light and pack on the muscle, so lose weight and pack on more horsepower, so that way he's less likely to get injured. I was telling him, like, for example, that's one of the reasons why, for example, the Phenomena Ronaldo R9 got injured, because he just gained so much weight from all his drinking and too many buffets, and his knees just couldn't handle all the weight and the acceleration. So I told him if we increase his strength and then lose weight at the same time, he's going to have a long, enjoyable career without any injuries, just like his idol Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi. So the important message here is exercise, calories in. I can't do anything about the calories in. I mean, the more you tell people not to eat, I know that hurts. I know that hurts his wrist, because I've been on the receiving end of that. The more you tell teenagers not to eat, the more they'll eat. So the only thing you could do is calories out. So we do our running as usual, but he doesn't enjoy those as much as he enjoys the extra training. He would rather play football. For him, playing football is not exercising, it's fun. So that's what we're up to. This is, like I said, this is our indulgence. What's good about this, it doesn't require gas, it doesn't require, at least it's not where we don't have to travel far or require a toll. So he enjoys it very much. We'll forsake any fancy expensive vacations or trips, so he can spend it on his football. So like I said, if anybody wants to contribute and continue his private training, we would be very grateful. But his private training is almost over here, and we're going to do the group training next, so I'll blog about that so you guys can get a flavor of what our usual our usual routine, what our life is like here in the Philippines with Hero and his football. All right, he loves he likes his shoes. He's wearing actually his Inter Milan socks. Those are just regular Nike shorts, and that's his. Oh, okay, that one went in. That's his unit. This is their training uniform. So let's continue with Hero's first touch there and his shooting. I think that was with his left. It's hard to tell. I'm looking at the small screen. Using shot with a shot on iPhone 13. Okay, here's his left. Nope, that's in. See, he can get it in. It's got plenty of speed and direction. It just seems like it's just not getting enough power behind it. It just seems like it's not rocketing as much. We're working on it. So maybe, I mean, he's only 14. So he's 5'10", 14, 160 pounds. So by the time he reaches 15, 16, 17, maybe he'll have that rocket power that he needs to continue to the next level. So as you can see, it's good, but we want to get it to the next level where it's like rocket style, higher competitive style.